Coming up this week on Wildcat Fastbreak, the Northwestern men open their toughest stretch of the season with an overtime game at Maryland, while the women go down to the wire at Minnesota. Plus, we'll take you on an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at life on the road for the Wildcats. All that and more this week on Wildcat Fastbreak. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wildcat Fast Break. I'm Dave Ennick. The Northwestern men opened a stretch of 4 straight games against ranked opponents this week with a game at Maryland. Let's get to the highlights of that one, our Nissan big game. The Northwestern Wildcats play an opponent for the second time this season as they meet Maryland, a team that beat the Wildcats in Evanston in their Big Ten home opener on the 2nd of January. And now McIntosh, left of the lane, stripped of the ball, saves it to Depps for 3, short. Rebound chased down to the corner, Lumpkin, back to Depps, shovels to McIntosh, 3 ball, straight on, good!
I was really proud of how the guys responded. I thought we were incredibly tough in that game. We did a lot of dirty work, loose balls, charges, rebounds, and gave ourselves a great chance to win, which was really encouraging for me as a coach.
Here's McIntosh to the front court. Leads it to O at the three-point line. Lobs mid-post left. Pardon's there. Pardon up and under. Left-hand shot. Good. What a move by Derek Pardon.
Derek gave us a great lift. We came off the bench and we brought him and Alex in together. It was kind of the first time we played a big lineup like that. And Derek was the beneficiary of some early post-ups. I think he scored 3 straight hoops, 8 overall in the span of about 5 minutes. And I thought his energy, really gave us a big boost there in the first half when we were able to get a little bit of a lead.
Block, put it up, and it rolls in. And the Cats lead at 16-9. And Derek Pardon has 8 points. Somebody forgot to tell him he's a freshman. Now back to McIntosh. High right against Nickens. Gets a screen from Lumpkin, goes the other way. Pull up on the baseline, no good. Rebound tapped out of there to Depps. Left corner 3 for Falzone is good. And Maryland will feel fortunate, a 2-point lead to the locker room at halftime. Here's Tribble, weaves his way to the basket, and his shot up and good. Maryland up 8, 39-31, their largest lead.
We took a timeout, the crowd was going crazy. And we came out of the timeout and executed great, and Aaron Falzone hit a 3 in the corner right in front of our bench and got it right back to 5. And I thought that was a huge shot.
Out it goes. Carter spotting up on the left, drives in, runs into traffic, strip of the ball. McIntosh, lead pass, Debs, the catch. Missed the layup or it was blocked, but the follow good, the jam by Lumpkin.
That's why you always follow the man in. He followed that man in and he thought it was going to be a breakaway. Great hustle by Lumpkin.
And so we will go at least an extra 5 minutes here with Northwestern and Maryland all even. Cats with the ball. McIntosh, high right. Right corner, Depps, jump pass. Van Zegeren, layup, got it! Cats lead, 54-53. Starts towards the basket. Trimble still with it. Trimble now hooks a no-look feed. Stone lays it in on the foul. That's going to do it. And the 5th-ranked Maryland Terrapins survive here in overtime. So Northwestern gets into overtime before falling at Maryland. Aaron Falzone, the leading scorer for Northwestern in this one. The freshman had 13.
It's just a really tough loss. I mean, after us bouncing back from the Penn State loss and coming out here and fighting as hard as we could, and I thought we made as many plays as we could to win the game, and then we just little plays here and there lost it for us. So it's really tough for us right now.
We kind of got together as a group and decided what kind of season we wanted to have. I think in our program, losing a game playing like that is not acceptable anymore. And after a game like this, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say you fought, and we just got to keep this mentality moving forward.
The Northwestern Wildcats are on the air today from Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana. Big Ten basketball. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Indiana Hoosiers. Versus to Johnson, left wing, Hartman a three, got it. 8-0 Indiana.
You got to avoid those spurts, those big runs where the crowd can get going, and especially the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, because they try to hit you with that knockout punch early. And we fell into it. You know, we didn't execute well offensively early in the game. They jumped on us 10-0, 13-2, and we were just playing uphill the whole game.
Lobs it back to Depps, 2 to shoot. He'll put up a three, got it! And it's 13-5. Driving, right side of the lane, all the way to the basket, attacking, lays it in with a finger roll. Trey Depps off to a good start. Ola facing the basket, working against Bryant, spins his way in, puts it up and in. Alex Ola with a 360, and he scores. 18-11. And Lumpkin and Falzone back in for the Wildcats. Here's Debs driving on Anunoby. Step back jumper. Got it. Ola handing it off. Debs will put up a three. Good. Trey Debs, his second three-pointer. He's into double figures with 10. And the Wildcats back within 7. Out to McIntosh. 1:18 to go. Right into Ola for a layup. Cats in transition, scoring to end that run. Debs with 3, with 2, better put it up. He does, got it! Trey Debs, long deuce, 43-26. Refeeds McIntosh, who moves to the right wing. Bounces into Ola, works his way inside, count it, and a foul. Here's Taphorn back in to Parton for a dunk on the pick and roll. And it's 56-38. Parton has scored 6 straight. 5 with 4 into Ola, left of the lane, spinning, works his way inside, lays it in. 72-44.
Seeing him go out there and play like the Alex that we've been accustomed to seeing these last couple years was encouraging for us going forward. And I think similarly with Trey. I thought Trey, that was the best he's played in a while. Seeing those two guys as our seniors, as our leaders, kind of get themselves going, hopefully that bodes well, you know, for the stretch run for us.
This ball game is over. 89-57 Indiana. That's our final score. Trey Debs and Alex Ola combined for 36 points in the loss at Indiana. Ola led the way with 19 on 9 of 12 shooting. Coming up after the break, the Northwestern women go down to the wire in back-to-back games. We've got the highlights right after this. Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot and try to win it. We're down to 9, down to 8. Debs with 7, with 6, with 5. Debs stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
If I could have any meal before a game, it would be PB&J with a tall glass of chocolate milk.
French fries and a hamburger. My favorite food. Promise it won't slow me down.
My favorite pregame meal is bread, just because I love bread and it's a simple meal.
If I could eat anything before a game, it would have to be chicken wings, but obviously I can't do that because I would probably throw up. So it's a sad day to be Chris Johnson before a basketball game because I really love chicken wings.
Usually chicken, pasta, salad, and if it's in the morning, I'll have some scrambled eggs, a little bit of bacon, some fruit. Try to keep it light for the game.
My favorite pregame meal is whatever they give us, but if it's lasagna, that's my favorite because I like meat and cheese.
My favorite snack to have before a game are Krispy Kreme donuts, but Coach can't know, so don't tell him. It's a secret.
Welcome back to Wildcat Fast Break. After beating 5th-ranked Ohio State 2 weeks ago, the Northwestern women look to build a little momentum on the road this past week, starting with the game at Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, we have Big Ten women's basketball for you between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
It's Inman at the free throw line, now inside. Contact, no whistle. Akpana up with it, finishes, and the foul. Palace Kanai Akpana. Kristen Inman dribbling inside, now back out, passes Deary left side, looks to get it across. Maggie Lyon puts it up for 3. Maggie Lyon knocks it down, and she is 2 away from becoming Northwestern's all-time three-point leader. As Wagner pushes it all the way to the glass, off glass, around the rim, and in. Carly Wagner gives Minnesota their biggest lead.
They got really hot to start out. We got down 16, and you know, made it reasonable at halftime. That's what we were trying to do, was come into halftime, because we're playing spurts really, really well. We did a lot of great things on the road. Minnesota's a real solid team. We just got to find ways to finish those type games where we make all our free throws, don't turn the ball over, and get defensive stops. And that's, you know, right now that's our Achilles that we have to address.
Inman, now right corner three from Lyon. Good! Off the rim, off the backboard, but it falls. That last three-pointer for Maggie Lyon makes her the all-time leader in three-point shots made.
You know, to become the all-time leading three-point shooter at Northwestern, it's a great honor for me to coach her and to have her in our program. When we recruited her, we weren't very good. You know, she took a chance on me and Northwestern that we would be, and of course, helped us get to the NCAA tournament last year. But I think to be such a classy person and represent our program the way she does, I just hope she can finish her senior year like we finished her junior year.
Now in the right corner. 10 on the shot clock. Coffey up top. Long three for her. It's good. Can you believe it?
Nia Coffey had 19 points in the third quarter. You know, we got Minnesota on their heels, but they can shoot, you know, and they spread you out, and they made tough threes too, contested threes, and you know, kind of answered our run.
Tough finish for the Cats in this one as Minnesota wins 95-92. Nia Coffey finishes with 27 points, and Maggie Lyon added 22.
That last three-pointer for Maggie Lyon makes her the all-time leader in three-point shots made.
It's really cool. Obviously, the outcome tonight could have been better, but I thought, you know, our team fought really hard, and it just kind of shows, you know, the types of teams I've been on at Northwestern to show the heart that we did tonight. And I've had such great teammates and such great coaches throughout my career that obviously, you know, a record like that is awesome individually, but it's the team efforts that have come along with it that's so great.
Honored before this game was Coach Joe McEwen for his gold medal, as well as Maggie Lyon, who set the Northwestern career record for three-pointers. To the right corner for Deary, who will put up a three, and it goes. Ashley Deary with a three for the Northwestern Wildcats. She gets the screen from Coffey, dribbles in, pulls up, mid-range, bottom.
Perfect play by Kristen Inman.
Yeah, quick pace. Both teams were up and down. A lot of shots going in. Both teams, you know, they would score. We come right back down within 5 or 6 seconds and score. They would hit a three. We'd hit a three.
Deary quickly down the court. Looked like a foul, wasn't called. She swings it out to Inman, who gives it up to Lyon from the top of the three-point line, and that is buried.
They would, you know, get a steal, get to the rim. We'd do the same transition on the other end, come right back at them. So, you know, that part, if you're a fan, it was a fun game. If you're a coach, you only want to be on one side of the score.
Left baseline for Coffey. She takes 2 dribbles, up and good.
You know, Coffey and Lyon, and then our big four, you know, they're playing great. They're doing everything they can to win.
She pivots now, finds Lyon, and swings it in the right corner. Deary for 3, and that is nothing but net.
Ashley Deary was incredible, I thought. Did everything she could to help us win the game. When she is playing at a high level in practice, it just uplifts everybody, you know. And whether it's practice or a game now, where she can control the pace and share the basketball, but when she can score, you know, it gives us that threat where you got to guard almost everybody on the court.
Lyon, I should say, airballs a 3, but Kunaya Kana hustles to the ball, saves it to Ashley Deary, and she buries the three-point attempt. Deary now setting something up, floats it cross court to Coffey, mid-range jump shot, and that's good. The ball lands in the hands of Coffey, who swings it over to Inman. Inman takes a couple dribbles in past the three-point line, pulls up right elbow, and finds the bottom of the net for 2. The Northwestern offense, she goes around the screen for Kunaya Kana, up off the glass, and good. Lyon picks off a pass intended for Buzz. They're going the other way, finds Inman. She's hit, but finishes, and Northwestern now only down 1.
You know, we got caught in the last 2 minutes. Ball watching, they hit 2 big threes that just, we couldn't counter, and that was the game.
A career night for Ashley Deary. Not enough for the Wildcats. The junior scores 28 and adds 10 assists and 7 rebounds. But Indiana comes away with a 7-point win. When Wildcat Fastbreak continues, we'll show you the sights and sounds of life on the road for the Northwestern Wildcats. Keep it right here.
Shooters and then keep them off the boards.
Deary for 2. She can hit the 3 and she can hit the 2 today.
And she snuck her way in on the court on a baseline out of bounds play, and that's the one player you have to know, the inbounder, and she picks her pocket.
Nation's leading steals leader does it again, and she's in for 2. She's got a 21-point game.
Welcome back, everybody. Fresh off a win over 5th-ranked Ohio State here 2 weeks ago, the Northwestern women look to build some momentum with a trip to face another ranked opponent, Maryland, in College Park. And Studio N was along for the ride to capture the sights and sounds of life on the road with the Cats.
We get to campus, try and get there a little early so you can actually make the breakfast on time. And today was a good day because we had chocolate chip pancakes. And I knew it was going to be a good day because I walked outside and the sun was shining. And the sun rarely shines in the winter, so I was really happy. Yes, it doesn't take much to make me happy. And those 2 things were good. So, yeah, we get on the bus, drag our bags up, say hey to Mr. Mike. We put them on the bus, we sit here, chit chat or sleep.
So my sister, she was like, oh my God, Mia, I'm so stressed. I'm on my way to my final. And I'm like, what class? I'm like, you're gonna be okay. She's like, karate.
We are a little spoiled, but we are very, very appreciative and grateful, and we understand that it has not always been like this, and I think that makes it even more special for us because we get to be a part of something.
Flying time's gonna be about 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Depending on how long our flight is, we'll be like in our books or studying, writing the paper, wherever it may be.
And we welcome you to Baltimore. Best of luck at your game tomorrow afternoon. Go Wildcats.
If this is mostly up top, what will she do? Right off the bench? She will drive right off the bench, shoot it, or drive it. She's going to get you even further under a rim, rebound her own miss, okay? Put it right back up. Does everybody understand that? Yes. How many offensive rebounds a game do they get?
16.
How many are they going to get against us?
Every single person needs to be on the same page as everybody, or else it completely just screws up the whole unit. And one game isn't going to predict, we're still only 5 games into the Big Ten season, so it's important for those wins, but at the same time, you just you're happy about it, but you have to go on to the next one.
Get open now, get open now, get open. Good. Now you can flash.
I remember being a freshman and losing games sucked, but you had 3 years ahead of you, and so losing games now I think sucks even more because you're like, I don't want this to continue. I don't want this to be how my final legacy is.
So after practice, we had the chance to go into DC. We had a nice meal as a team, and then we went to go see the Capitol and some more monuments, and we got a little tour. But at the same time, we all know that this was fun. Yesterday was fun, but today is very much a business trip. We can't get hung up on the big win that we just had. We can't get hung up on 2 losses before. We have to go into this game like we're 0-0. And we have to look at them like they're a beatable team. Everyone can get beat in this league.
Big Ten women's basketball action. The Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 8th-ranked Maryland Terrapins. out of bounds is stolen by Ashley Geary. 2-on-1 break. Geary, little floater against Howard, nothing but net. Pass, little Euro step layup, rejected by Nia Coffey. Now Northwestern can break. 3-on-2. Lyon up ahead to Coffey, jumps to Corral. Now left-handed layup is good. Northwestern can run. Ashley Geary gets inside, pulls up from the left elbow transition and knocks down a jumper. Northwestern on a bit of a run, and Brenda Freeze has to call a timeout. And there is still plenty of time to get back in this game.
You gotta move your feet. They try baseline, that's you. You gotta cut it off. You gave up the layup at the rim. Guys can't have it, right?
Pass into Nia Coffey, middle of the lane, drives right, throws it up, and one. Coffey finally finding her stride at 60-45. Geary finds the board, 1 second left, goes up, a heave from 60 feet, yes! Ashley Geary from a mile away knocks it down. Northwestern with an exclamation point to end the third quarter. Lyon trying to work, she can't get any space, pass back to Image, she goes middle, another 12-foot jumper, and this one is bottoms. And this one is over. Northwestern comes to the Xfinity Center and they fall against the number 8 Maryland Terrapins.
You want to be one of the best teams in the league? You can't play like that. You have a month. Okay? That's when teams with heart, with character, and fight separate. You got 1 month. You got to practice at a high level. You got to get your butts in the gym working on your game with coaches. Okay? You got to watch film, and then you got to say, I'm better than that.
The Northwestern women are back at home Sunday when they host the Iowa Hawkeyes at 2 p.m. For tickets to that game, call 888-GO-PURPLE or log on to nusports.com. Now for the coaches, Chris Collins and Joe McEwen, I'm Dave Ennett. We'll see you right back here next week for another edition of Wildcat Fast Break. And as always, go Cats.